Every 57 hours in America, tragedy strikes. A law enforcement officer is killed in the line of duty. But after the memorial and the headlines fade, a family is left to pick up the pieces.
You go from being this complete family to, it's like a puzzle, a piece is missing.
Every day in America, we take for granted that law enforcement will be there for us and our families in our times of need. But who's there for them and their families when tragedy strikes? The Adopt-A-Cop Foundation, serving those who protect.
The Adopt-A-Cop Foundation was organized to support the families of law enforcement officers who were injured or killed in the line of duty.
The Adopt-A-Cop Foundation, a national organization with an impressive goal to provide ongoing support to families of officers who've suffered a loss. Lisa Simmons lives with loss. The tragic death of her husband, Randy Simmons, touched the heart of a nation.
It's a very tragic time. I can't even explain the feeling, when you get that phone call saying that your husband's been shot. I mean, I don't know, it's like you have an out-of-body experience, and especially when you don't even get a chance to say goodbye. And I'm sorry. But for me and my kids, that was the hardest.
An emotional pain coupled with financial woes.
What happens is your whole life, you have to readjust your whole life.
But through the Adopt-A-Cop Foundation, families now have a place to turn.
Adopt-A-Cop, I think, is going to have a basic and very universal appeal. It goes beyond the focus of local jurisdictions and encompasses all jurisdictions.
It's peace of mind. It gives me the peace of mind to go out there and do my job with comfort and knowing that I'm out there protecting someone else's family, and God forbid something is to happen to me, there'll be somebody there to take care of my family. It's very comforting.
It's a really touching foundation because it is needed. There's a lot of officers that their families are suffering because there's nobody to take care of them after the fact, and I think they'll do a great job.
The danger that comes with the job is daunting. We lose about 164 officers each year. The average age, 38. Looking at memorials like this, we're reminded that these jobs come with risk. And speaking to law enforcement officers and their family, we know that losing a loved one never gets any easier.
It's heartbreaking. And you still have to go out and do your job. It's difficult.
It's a serious oath that they're taking, and I just think that there should be provisions for families like that are in that situation where they are suffering, not just from the loss, but now, oh my God, I didn't even think my whole world's upside down now, and I might have to move. I might go from a house to an apartment now because I don't have the financial means to make this thing happen.
We do get paid to take a risk, and we understand that. But a lot of times, our families are the ones that actually sacrifice more than we do, especially if we're taken away.
To the families who face these burdens every day, Brooke Kopansky wants them to know there is help. They haven't been forgotten.
The slogan of the Adopt-A-Cop Foundation is serving those who protect, which is the simplest way to say exactly what the mission of the organization is, which is to provide the support to the families of the officers. And what better way than to serve those who protect? They're there for you, we're there for them.
A foundation that now brings hope.
It's one less thing you have to worry about.
I worry about my family, and I know that other officers worry as well. With a foundation like this, I feel that it's just kind of just a pat on our backs to say, hey, you know what, your family's going to be taken care of. God forbid something happens to you. And that makes me feel better hitting these streets every day and working as hard as we do.
There is a need for a foundation as Adopt-A-Cop to help the families in their need after the tragedy has occurred.
It's a necessity for such an organization.
You've heard from the voices who matter, and now you can make a difference. Just click on the Donate Now button to serve those who protect.